and welcome to Shadows and Starlight. Before we go around and say hello to all these wonderful faces around the screen, please take a moment to thank Lauren for her sub. Thank you so much, Lauren. You have a reroll to gift a player of your choice. And also check out these links as my bot spams them at you, including social links, places you can support us online, information about our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing, and also a whole bunch of websites where you can get 10 to 15% discount using our special codes. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Let's start with Ori. Ori, hello.
Hi, I'm Ori. You can find me Tired Vampire on Twitter. I post Fae all the time, and I draw the Fae all the time. But I also stream my D&D games, so you can find those on my Twitch.
Awesome. Thank you so much. TK, you have been gifted a reroll by Lauren. And also, hello.
Take that, Avery.
I'm not the favorite.
Yeah, you're right. Plus, you're like, you're in like her game with her. Ugh, terrible. But I did help her with wig stuff earlier, so it's fine. Yep, it's me. It's TK doing spooky stories, playing a little Kenku bard. So we'll see how that fucking goes, because I've never played a Kenku before. So, oh, am I allowed to cuss on here? Probably not. What's the rating for this game?
I mean, we're probably after the watershed in most places. I'd say cussing's fine, just not every sentence.
Fuck yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh no, I didn't mean to open the Kelpie twice.
Next around, we have Avery.
Lauren's favorite.
Oh, you froze there, but we just heard Lauren's favorite.
Oh, I said I'm not Lauren's favorite. Okay, hopefully that doesn't happen too often. We'll find out. But yeah, my name's Avery. I go by Mapbat Online. I'm playing Undaden Venomtor, who is a high elf Horizon Walker Ranger with more style than sense. So this is gonna be great.
Fantastic. And I will be playing Kruzden. Kruzden is yeah, they're a wholesome boy. Yeah. Level 15 is going to be shenanigans. I've done a whole bunch of multi-classes. Is anyone surprised? I'm not surprised.
No. He messages me, or my character's gonna be a mess. Is that okay? Yes.
Tee. Well, Ori, let's hand over to you. It's all yours.
Alright, so quick little thing. This is going to be based in my homebrew Fae realms, so I did them a little differently than the normal Sealy and Sealy. There are 6 courts for this chat. Day, night, who preside over the seasonal courts. Summer, spring are day, winter, fall are night. So the crew is going to be starting out in the summer court. They have been asked by the Summer King Oberon to help him recover the Scepter of Seasons before the High King of Day notices it's missing. Somehow a human necromancer stole it for a human king for unknown reasons. And the seasons are going crazy. They're out of whack on the mortal plane and the Fae plane. They're going from one extreme to the other every 5 minutes. And they're going to keep going nuts until they get that scepter back. They've offered you guys a hefty reward, and the Night King has given gifts to each of you to help with the quest. So you guys are currently in the throne room of Oberon, the Summer King. And he's kind of lounged back across his nice little throne of vines and leaves and little flowers thrown in everywhere. It's really nice, really pretty. The windows are all closed for once, which is abnormal for his throne room. He usually keeps them open to let the ocean breeze come through, but it is storming like crazy outside, and it looks like he's doing something to kind of mitigate the severity of the storm. So he starts addressing you. So I need you guys, and he's got wine in his hand. He always has wine in his hands. He's always just sloshed. I need you to go get the rod before that bastard Nidius finds out that it's gone. And I've got you a ship. I've got you a ship to go find it. And the captain is, he's somewhere around here.
Snapstring has spent a lot of time in Fey courts by now. Is there any way that I could sort of get an idea for how on the level this guy is? Like, how drunk is he and how drunk is he pretending to be?
Roll insight.
Why did I offer to do that when I'm not good at it? All right. Yeah.
Yeah, roll insight.
Yeah, this little Kenku's gonna kind of like turn its little head upside down and like, 17.
Okay.
Thank you very much to Lauren, who pays some bits to give Avery also a reroll. And also, thank you for the sub, Merciful DM. You also have a reroll to gift. Let us know who you'd like to get it. Michael Wayne gifted a reroll. There you go. Thank you.
Second best is second loved.
So, you notice that the color of the wine is a little off.
Hmm?
It might be grape juice. It might be grape juice.
Snapstring just gives like a really low whistle, just like rolls their eyes to the side extremely hard.
It's known that Oberon is a little dramatic sometimes, but there's a reason, but nobody knows why. But
no,
he's. Go ahead.
no, listen, Oberon. I've got to know. Where exactly is this rod that you want us to be getting? And before someone notices, like, is this a ticking clock sort of job? What's? I need a few more details.
So the humans, they took it because you know the Night Kings are in the war with the humans right now. Yes, so we need to go get it from the humans. I don't know how they stole it. It was in the grove, in the garden outside, where it went in the garden, and they took it from there. The ship will get you back to the human. They took it to the human realm, so you have to go there and get it. But my captain, my sea cat. Oh, there he is! There he is! I found him. And you guys, he points to the entrance of the throne room and sees a. You guys see a tall, very short-haired but dark raven black hair, high fairy, which is, is the original Fey race. He walks in and he's dressed in a captain's uniform for a ship. And his arms are covered in tattoos, and he just looks done. Just completely and totally done with Oberon's shit, not even trying to hide it.
All right. Well, thank you, Oberon. Friends, the human realm is a mighty big place.
Do we have any idea as to the appearance of the man that we're looking for?
The captain speaks up at this point, now that he's walked into the room. It was a cloaked figure, but we did not get a look at him other than the ship that he got on. We know what ship he got on and where that ship goes to dock. So I will take you there. For a fee.
Does the ship have a name? Anything?
It does. It is the Firefly.
The Firefly, right.
Aye.
Write that on my arm right now.
It goes to the western part of the human continents once we cross back onto the material plane.
Forgive me, I'm going through my spells.
Snapstring goes through a series of like cuckoo clock sounds to indicate how confused they are that they have to pay a fee to help the king out.
Is finder's fee? We can discuss it later. Oberon will be paying me, not you. That's for him to know.
There it is. That's what I was addressing.
Yeah, Snapstring just kind of like does like a little shrug, little ruffled feathers, and
No, he owes me anyway. And he like raises his arm up. As he raises his arm up and like motions to Oberon, you see on his forearm a line with a setting sun on it that has a dagger in it, and then a rising sun with a crown on it.
Really hastily draws it. I've drawn it wrong. Alrighty, so we have a ship name. We know nothing about the person that stole it. Sounds like we have everything we need.
Yes.
Ah, the rod that they stole. A description, perhaps?
It is a... No. Mithriel, stop talking to them. Just stop. Oberon's just like, just stop. It is a long one. Probably about this long, and he like measures out his arm and shows you. It's got 4 crystals on the top. Reds and blue and green and purple. And a tree that is carved out of the top. It's got a little bubble at the bottom of it.
Dawn's taking notes.
But it is old. It's not hard to miss.
And this is a magical item, is it?
This is what we use to change the seasons. We pass it on during the changing of the seasons. Each time the season is over, we pass it on to the next ruler. So it's my turn to have it, but someone stole it from me. And
Right.
if it is not in the hands of a ruler of the fairylands, then this happens. And he points out the window and the like constant changing weather. It's like snowing 1 second and hailing the next.
Do we have any idea as to where this man might be taking it? I mean, the material plane is enormous. Even if we have a general place, it's still quite the journey.
Well, the ship is going to go to the western side of the human realms, but we are in war with the humans right now. There's one human king we are in war with. His name is something Gregory. And
Something Gregory, got it.
I don't know how to spell the human names. Or pronounce the weird ones for that matter, and it's a weird one. Starts with a V. I don't know. Takes another swig of his wine.
And Dawn's kind of looking at Crisden and Snapstring, just kind of like uncertain. Is this guy for real?
When I suspect that Snapstring is very adept at reading facial features, since they don't communicate in the same way that a lot of people do. And so when he looks over at Snapstring, they just sort of shake their head like, and then they do when they open their beak, there is a sound of stones hitting other stones. To communicate that, like, this is a waste of time. And we've pretty much learned all we're going to.
Okay. And Dawn gives them a little bit of just a short nod. It's like, I think we have all the information that we need. I think we should make haste. The sooner that we can fix this weather problem, the better, I'd say.
It's wearing me out to have to keep the storms at bay. This is tame compared to what it was when the scepter was first stolen from me.
I mean, I feel like I want to ask more questions, but I think they're right. It's a long journey. I'm getting awful tired. I could use a bit of a rest on the boat now. Perhaps we should mosey on, Oberon. It's been great seeing you. Been great.
And Darwin's also been slowly backing out as Kristen's been saying this.
The captain is just like trying as hard as he can not to just do this. Just as hard as he can. He's like, alright, you lot, let's get going out to my ship now. Yes, alright. Come on, let's leave him to his wine and let's go. Just walks out and starts leading you down the stairs into the foyer of the palace.
Okay. Is it a long walk from the palace to the docks?
It's about 15-minute walk from the palace to the docks. It's not far because you guys could see the ocean from the throne room. It's a walk.
What manner of ship is it? Is it a cargo ship or?
He has Mithril owns it's sort of like a quasi cargo ship / it's got combat capability too. So it's a multi-purpose ship. You get the sense that he might maybe smuggle things.
Yeah, okay.
Oberon.
Well, you say that.
He might be a smuggler. That tattoo, actually, you, TK, go ahead and roll me history on his tattoo.
I would love to. Actually, I'm proficient in history, so I got a 27.
He is a member of the resistance against the Day King who want to put Oberon on the Day Throne. Might be why he has a smuggler ship.
Yeah, Snapstring, I think when Snapstring sees this tattoo and like puts 2 and 2 together with that nat 20, like there's immediately like a stiffening. So Snapstring, I am of the minority of people who believe that Kenku are not all ravens. Snapstring is a bearded vulture.
Listen, they don't have to be all ravens.
I think they're so cute. And so you see like those red dusty feathers kind of like stiffen up, and there's like a little cloud of dust whenever Snapstring sees that and like realizes what it is. And that's it. Doesn't say anything.
He does not see you looking
What?
He rolled a nat 1 to see if you were looking at his tattoo. He didn't see you. So,
it's just an incredibly awkward moment getting through the door together. It's just like, Oh.
And from what you guys know of the Day King, he is a very malevolent individual and unkind to the people underneath him. So it would make sense that there is a rebellion brewing. So, you guys board the ship unless you want to do anything else.
What kind of crew is on the ship?
It's a variety. There's some Eladrin, there's a few fawns, there's some naiads and nymphs, just various things. There is an Eladrin first mate. He's currently in his summer form. He's got bright yellow hair and flowers coming out of it and nice tan skin. He looks a little bit goofy, but
Yo, who's romancible on the ship though?
him.
Hell yeah.
His name, as he's introduced to you, is Varys.
Ah, yes.
And he's got a holy symbol around his neck. You get the sense this might be a cleric. It's a holy symbol of Sylvanas.
Ah, nice. That's not for Snapstring, that's for TK, for my fanfic later.
I can't wait till you meet this other NPC.
I'm ready.
I can't wait till you meet
Smooches.
As you guys board the ship, a I mean, Mythosia has a point. As you guys board the ship, you guys see emerging from the captain's chambers a small water and sea nymph woman. She's wearing absolutely nothing, but
cool.
she just walks up on the deck, and she just drapes her arm over the captain. Oh, my love, you've come back onto the ship, my love. Who's this? You can introduce yourselves. I don't feel the need to do it.
Hello, yeah, I'm Krisdan. Not quite used to nymph ways yet. Been here a while. Nice to meet you.
Hello, my name's Galus.
Yeah, this is. Sorry, I'll do intros. This is Snapstring. Endolin.
Bow is not phased by this at all.
Yeah.
What?
She doesn't have a cloaca, so she's not naked.
Do you need a hat? Is the sun in your eyes?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Sun's in my eyes. Yeah, a hat would be great.
Okay, hold on. I will go get you a hat. And she goes back down into the captain's chambers.
Yeah. Snapstring opens their beak, and there's a sound of like meat sizzling. Meant to convey that they think that she's going to get sunburned, but can be interpreted however you wish. There is a hint of humor in it.
Excuse my wife. She's a bit eccentric.
And Endela puts a hand on Chris's. And excuse our sweet summer child, he's not quite used to this yet.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true. I do struggle a little bit, but sure this will be fine. Be a fun journey.
Well, she doesn't spend much time on the deck. She's usually in the water. So if you're concerned about your maiden eyes, then she will be not around much.
Feels like this is a situation that could be solved with pants, but I suppose the ocean will do.
Well, if she wears pants, then why is she gets them wet in the water?
No, that makes perfect sense. It
I feel
really
like she
does.
doesn't mind being... Never mind. No.
What kind of hat is it that she brings up?
She brings up a captain's hat.
Oh, hell yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's much better. Thank you.
Endolin hits the back of the hat so it flips up so it sits properly and suddenly you can see everything.
Farther, Endolin.
Just whack it off.
Should I really be wearing your hat though? This doesn't seem quite proper.
That's not my hat. That is her hat.
Oh.
She likes to wear a hat sometimes. I do. I very much like to wear a hat. It's nice. Keeps the sun out of the eyes.
A very important question. Are we still at the docks?
No. Oh, yes. You're on the ship, but the ship has not left port yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Snapstring opens up their beak and makes the sound of empty boxes hitting each other to imply, like, does she have any other clothing besides the hat, or...
No.
And Snapstring just, like, turns around and walks in another direction. Any other direction.
She just, like, cocks her head a little bit.
Endolin looks from Snapstring to Krisden and just kind of claps her hands together like, I think we should get this boat on the road, or so it were, shall we?
Yes, we should draw the horses, or whatever it is we do. It's actually my first time at sea. How does this work?
You're in very great time.
There are no horses except for the giant kelpie that lives in the water, so just keep an eye out for the great big one. It's like a kelpie, but the size of a kraken, so we just gotta watch out for Bertha, okay?
Lovely.
Bertha is not a nice creature.
You answered the question I was just about to ask.
Just
Galen
quickly
All
as
the
well.
to make haste.
Welcome, Castle Mac crew. Thank you very much for the raid. And also, congratulations, Night Hunter. Thank you very much for the resub. 1 more month and you get a new badge.
Galus
have a reroll to-
disappears below the deck again. She disappears. And Captain goes up to the helm and starts just barking orders. The first mate, Varys, the Eladrin, he starts repeating the orders and just scrambling everyone on deck. The happy-go-lucky, goofy-looking Eladrin suddenly gets super serious and everyone seems terrified. They're like, oh no, the first mate's yelling at us. We're gonna get things done. And you guys shove off. So you guys are led down below deck. There's enough space for you each to have your own quarters. He keeps plenty of space down below. So you've got each got a cot and a small space to have to yourself. To do whatever you need to do. So
That left far too much to the imagination. No, none of that. But okay, so we've got a nice large space down here. That's good.
breakfast is at dawn. Lunch is whenever you can get it, and dinner is at sundown.
I may have missed it, but did we get an indication of how long we'll be on the ship?
He would have. I didn't say it, but he would have said probably 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
It's not a long trip, especially from where you're jumping planes. It's gonna cut the distance down.
Nice.
So he's gonna try to come out as close as he can to where he needs to be. And you get the sense that he's very good at what he does.
Yeah. So what is the mood of the crew? Do they seem anxious or anything?
No, they are very happy. They seem to be working with who they're working for. All of them, you can see, have that same tattoo. No one on that ship does not have that tattoo.
Don't love it. Yeah, Snapstring's kind of a lawful neutral type person who's like, gonna mind my own fucking business, thank you.
Yeah. Everything about this ship says resistance.
Oh, does not love being embroiled in more fey politics, that's for sure. So Snapstring is very agitated and stays. Snapstring will probably stay in the room for as long as they can.
Okay. I will say for Snapstring, you were approached before you went to see Oberon by one of the Autumn Lords who is working on helping you out.
Okay. Yeah, cutting my servitude down.
Because he doesn't agree with it.
Yeah.
So he does not appreciate any sort of enslavement and is working against it. So he's agreed to help you out once you finish what you're doing.
That's good. I think Snapstring will focus on that mostly because like Snapstring doesn't want to get embroiled in like a whole bunch of politics, doesn't want anything to jeopardize that then. And we'll spend a lot of time in their quarters. Probably tuning their lyre, tuning their lute.
Okay. Anybody else?
I won't do much, but seeing Snapstring tuning their lute, I might join them and bring my drum, because I do play the drum, and perhaps the two of us might be able to riff a little together, if it's the sort of thing that takes your fancy.
If you ask Snapstring to perform, Snapstring will immediately put the lute away.
Oh, sorry, Snapstring. I didn't mean to. Sorry.
They will look at you, and when they open their beak, it's the sound of sand in an hourglass. They're just telling you now's not the time.
Right, fair enough. Fair enough. Got it.
Yeah.
Just
I
go up on
imagine
deck.
I think Enderlin's been floating around, like chatting to the crew, like just helping out wherever they can, yada yada yada. But I think they might catch the end of this conversation. They just see like their head, or his head, peek in. It's like, whenever you're ready, I play the flute. So then just
Snapstring will like make a look at Kristen and just like
It'd be a shame if this ship went down and you guys were the band on Titanic.
just like shakes their head like he does not play the flute.
It's in my proficiency.
Blows into a flute. Snapstring's a snob.
Right. Gotcha.
It's okay. Enderlin's too daft to be offended.
Fair.
Alright. So, you guys spend the next 3 days traveling. It's still within the Fey realms on the ocean. You catch sighting of some merfolk in the water that seem to be following the ship and swimming in front of and behind beside it. They're like surrounding it as you guys travel, almost in a protective manner. Like they are protecting the ship. You do notice them dart off to the left at one point, and you see in the distance this massive shape kind of merging from the water a little bit and moving the surface of the water up a little bit. But it changes direction once the merfolk start that way. So you avoid what the crew informs you is Bertha. And if questioned about the name Bertha, Varys will tell you, "Oh, that's the humans named that one. I don't know what the name Bertha means. I think it means something big, maybe. I don't know. I don't talk to the humans all that much."
Snapstring opens their beak and makes a whale call.
You hear a whale call come back from you, and
yay! Game over. That's all I wanted.
and then you hear some other god awful screech, which is very loud and deep, and it might be Bertha. I don't know. It might be Bertha.
the little necroph goes up and it's just like,
And all the merfolk that are close to the ship just look up at you on the edge of the ship.
Snapstring tries to hide behind like a barrel or something. It's just like
But as you guys approach the end of this day, you see the horizon for a moment, and it looks kind of shimmery. The air and the water looks off, like it's not quite... It's like looking at a 3D image that without the 3D glasses, almost. And you feel like the ship's gonna collide with that. It looks almost solid. And the ship just starts slowly easing into it, and it's like going through liquid. And suddenly the ocean looks different. It doesn't look as clear, it doesn't look as perfect. It's dark and murky. The seas are churning, the storm's going hard, lightning's coming down. The crew gets into storm mode and just completely just batten down hatches. Everything just... They make you guys go inside. Captain comes out, rolls up his sleeves. He's in a white silk shirt right now. Just rolls his sleeves up and just looks up at the sky, challenging it. It's a choppy few hours, but the ship manages to make it through unscathed. And go another day. The seas calm down a little bit, but storms keep coming randomly. It starts snowing on the ocean. There's ice floes floating in where you can tell is a tropical area, but there's ice just coming through. One day it's winter, the next day it's not. And go ahead.
It looks like then that the rod works the same way here in the material plane as it does back in the feywild. It's my analysis of the weather.
I'm just wondering if this is the person using it or if it's just going haywire.
I mean, if in the feywild it controls the weather, perhaps here, where the weather is normally stable, it disrupts it? I don't know. I'm not very magical. I've done a lot of different jobs, but I've never done magic. Except for that little bit of time as a bard, but didn't really pick up much.
I mean, there's only really one way to find out, I suppose. Let me look at the sky. Can we see? Can we see? I guess. Is it anywhere that this weather seems to be rolling in from? Like a direct, like if a storm comes in, is there like a direction it like flies in from, or is it just sudden?
It is coming from where the ship is headed. So it seems like he might have had the right idea on which port to go to. It seems worse that direction.
Mm.
The storm looks pretty nasty that direction.
Oh, no, thank you.
This is fine.
This is okay. This is fine.
I disagree. Sounds
Thanks
not.
for down.
So,
Of note, during the journey, Krisden would have spent quite a bit of time doing sword maintenance.
sorry.
That's alright. My sword maintenance got very intense for a second there.
I forgot to lower the volume before I hit play. Alright, so your sword's in tip-top shape as you spent on the ship taking care of it. Varys comes to check on everyone periodically, being the cleric. He wants to make sure everyone's okay, and comes around and just make sure everybody's alright. If you're feeling a little seasick, he'll come over and, you know, pat you on the shoulder and you feel better.
Yeah, Snapstring, like, I'm gonna just go out there and say, Kenku, probably not great at sailing right off the bat. Stays in the cabin a long time.
He brings you some herbs for your stomach to help you calm it.
Yeah, meal times are also very awkward because Snapstring just doesn't eat things like a regular person.
It actually amuses Varys quite a bit to see you eating the way you do. The rest of the crew is kind of just curious.
Yeah, Snapstring kind of looks like a penguin when they eat, so they just kind of like hork. And then there's like a moment where you're not sure if they're going to regurgitate it, but they don't. It's okay. Not this time. There's probably a bit.
They all show a little bit of concern when you do, and that yes, you do see coins being exchanged underneath the table.
Not this time.
Underneath the table, coins get exchanged. The captain even throws a little bag at Varys just to see if Varys is betting that you can hold your stuff down. Varys is on your side.
I
believes in
appreciate the faith.
At least once during the journey, Endelyn pretends that they're seasick just so they can talk to Varys.
Mm.
Oh, are you not feeling good?
It is over the top dramatic. It's just like, I'm just not used to the ocean. Everything is spinning. Help me. Just like hand on the shoulder. You don't need to roll an inside check until it's not being subtle.
You're. No, you don't have to if you don't want to. I was just rolling to see how thick he was in the head. You don't feel good. Okay. Well, if you need to talk, then I'm here. I don't mind, sitting and talking. If you need company, then I don't mind. The captain's got this. They're more scared of him than they are me.
As is, Endelyn will sit up properly. Every ounce of sickness is gone. And it's like just keeping you on your toes. So, where are you from?
I am from the Night Court.
I'll admit, the Fey courts go a little bit over my head. I'm from all over, to be honest.
Oh,
Let's just say that plane jumping is a bit of a speciality of mine, and I think it's just small talk.
Oh, so you can do this too, and he like pops onto the other side of the room just instantly. Face steps.
I use my ethereal step and I go to the ethereal plane for a bit. Just go.
Oh, you can do it too. We can be teleporty buddies.
Not the way I would have worded it, but sure.
Yes, I like you.
I'm glad the feeling's mutual. I like me too.
And yeah, he like I said, he's got the long blonde hair that's braided back with the flowers growing out of his hair. There's a bird nest maybe somewhere in there. You're not quite sure.
I think Endolin keeps it brief and just like walks out with a wink after they had their small talk.
He returns the wink and may or may not have blown a kiss on the way out and kept going.
Endolin did not catch it, but it was there.
If it's not already clear, Varys is a flirt. To everything. He's probably flirted with Bertha at some point, who knows.
No shame. We're not here to kink shame, Varys.
Yeah, very valid, honestly.
Varys is a poor soul.
Yeah, nasty.
It's 2019. We don't love monsters.
Hey, I mean, Kelpies can turn into young women. They can turn into beautiful women. He may not have known. He may have found out later when he touched it that he wasn't supposed to touch it and it tried to drown him, but who knows?
Alrighty, get to this point.
Is it a flaw or a feature? You tell me.
Depends on who you're asking, probably. Alright, so you guys get to the port if you don't have anything else to do on ship. And once you get to the port, you guys, as you're pulling into the port, you see a ship pulling in just before you. And it's a smaller ship. Looks like it's made for speed. Not much for carrying things, but more for speed and fighting if it has to. Along the side, in faded letters that look partially scratched out, you notice the word Firefly across the side of it. It is currently pulling in the dock.
Oh. Well, that's the one we're after, right?
Yes, that'll be the one.
Well, this is
But,
easier than I thought it would be.
weird how the word is kind of scratched out, don't you think?
Is it?
Well, the word Firefly there.
Looking at the sign, or can I tell if that boat name's been modified at all? Someone's like painted over it hastily or tried to like get rid of it, or
It looks like they had some sort of an encounter in the ocean, maybe, and something not of their own doing scratched
okay,
it.
so it definitely doesn't look intentional. Alrighty.
Some sort of sea monster probably got a hold of their shit. Because that's not the only damage.
I just kind of point out the rest of the damage. Like, I think it's more on the lines of they just had a bit of a bad encounter with something out at sea. Maybe Bertha decided to have some fun.
Snapstring makes the sound of an arrow hitting a bullseye.
Nice.
I think I agree.
Well, what do we do? Like, can we just go to their ship? I mean, how busy is this dock?
It's pretty busy. You guys have arrived probably about noon-ish, somewhere about there. You can't really tell due to the severe storm going on above you. It's dark for the time of day that it is, but you get the sense that it's probably about noon. Mithril's currently working on getting the ship ready to pull into dock, and he's eyeing the Firefly pretty hard. You see an archer up in the crow's nest of your ship, just aiming and watching it. He's not got his bow drawn. He's just holding it ready and watching. but it is a fairly busy dock. There's several merchants, there's several fishing ships, there's just civilians everywhere. There's a few town guard that are posted here and there.
How big is the dock?
It's a fairly busy dock. It's a fairly big one, fairly large dock.
Okay.
You see several, like I said, several smaller fishing vessels, a few trade vessels, your ship,
Okay, so
the Firefly.
Big O metropolitan dock.
Yeah.
How close are we to pulling in next to them? How many ships between?
Probably about 3. 3 between you 3. 3. 3 between you and the Firefly.
Okay.
Well,
You can tell the Fae ships apart from the other ships, though. They're more ornate, more well-made.
Snapstring makes the sound of swords clashing and then a cage being shut, like bars closing and a lock, to imply that if we get in a fight here, we could get arrested.
I quite agree.
And is like this plane of travel thing, is this like regular? Like, are there other Fae ships? Like, is us rocking up in a Fae ship like weird? Do we stand out like a sore thumb?
Are you asking the captain that, or Varys?
I was asking DM more if it was just something we knew about the world, but I'll ask the captain. Like, do we stand out? Like, does this dock often host those from the feywild of the
Yeah,
plane?
you see a few small fishing ships that appear that they might be Fae. You do know that there is the war going on between the humans and the Night Court right now. Summer and Day have maintained their trade, but they're not allowing free travel on the human side of it. So this dock seems to be friendly or neutral at the least right now. So
Is it mostly humans walking on the docks? Humans, dwarves, elves, less Fae?
yeah, the less magical races, the humans, dwarves, elves. There's some halflings. There's maybe a few like a gnome here or there. Tabaxi. There's a few Tabaxi. Just the general normal D&D races that aren't considered.
Okay, so not common to the courts. What do the sails look like on the Firefly?
They are almost a gradient red-orange.
Okay. Are they bound up or are they open?
They're open.
Okay.
They literally pulled in right before you.
Nice.
You watched them finish pulling into dock.
Nice. Anyone gotten off yet?
Roll me perception.
Yay!
Can I join that?
Yeah.
Hey, we're both great.
Well, we're
on,
just
I'm not gonna use
we are not paying attention. I got a nat 1.
I'm busy flirting
Alright.
with Barrows.
Yeah.
Mithril doesn't see anything. Varys kind of notices something, but he's trying to find what he saw.
Okay.
However, you hear from up in the crow's nest, you see the fawn that is up there with his arrow trained, and he's now got it drawn, and he's looking down at the cloaked figure with a long object that is wrapped in a velvet cloth around his hands. You see it now that he's pointed it out, and he goes, "Oi, Captain! I think I found him. Do you want me to take a shot?" No, not here, not in front of all these people and the guards. We cannot do that. No, we'll tail him on foot. Just keep it.
And Dylan, I have the studded leather armor of like glamour or something, so I can make it look like however I want to. I'm gonna make my armor and stuff look like just regular clothing that blends in with the docks, like just what everyone else is wearing, just like general fisherman's garb with like a hood, so I can put that up.
Okay. Mithril puts his hood up. You can see he's gonna come off the ship with you. He's got 2 rapiers, one on each side.
I too would like to disguise myself. I'd like to make myself look like a human.
Okay.
I've got my disguise catch. Should I just roll on that, or?
Oh, actually.
Yeah, just roll on it. Okay, yeah, no, you do a pretty good job of making yourself look human. You did a pretty good job.
How far away would you say this cloak figure is?
About 50 yards away. They've got the cloak pulled down over their head. They've got the
What's that in
object.
feet? What's that in feet?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on.
I don't use feet in yards.
Hold on. It's 45 meters.
What is it in feet? Can I cast Hunter's Mark?
150 feet.
Okay. I'm just like, I don't know things. I'll look to the captains like, if I can get close, I can mark him, and we'll be able to track him.
If you think you can do it discreetly, then yes. Otherwise, I'm going to tail him and just hope he doesn't see us.
Okay. So, let's take a look. What ridiculous things can I do? Because I have so much. If I'd like to try and get within 90 feet at least.
Okay.
So,
You have to maneuver through this thick crowd.
Okay. So what was the distance on it again?
150 feet.
Let's see. Okay. Alrighty. I do have Misty Step, but that's only 30 feet. I'm gonna try and make my way through the crowd just to see if I can get within that 90 feet. If I can't, then I'll go back.
Oh, baby, no. Okay.
Oh, buddy.
Buddy, no. Alright, he is having trouble getting through this crowd. He loses a little bit of distance from you. And you manage to get within the 90 feet.
Okay.
Mithril is following behind carefully. You notice that he's kind of almost semi-translucent. You get the sense that his armors might be a little bit magical.
Yeah, I'd like to cast Hunter's Mark at 2nd level. Just once you choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. So now, in order to track him, I have advantage on perception and survival check.
Okay. Does that spell produce any visual effects?
It's only verbal. It just says it's a verbal thing. I don't know. It doesn't say anything. It just says the only component is verbal. I don't have to make any hand motions or anything.
Okay.
And
hold on. Okay. He doesn't notice that you've cast a spell on him.
Okay. 2nd level, that'll last for oh, no, 3rd level, sorry. I had to cast it at 3rd if I want it to last for 8 hours.
And are you guys rolling stealth to avoid him seeing you, or?
Well, yes, I might do. I reckon that is probably the best way to go about this.
Okay.
Yeah, I will do that too.
Oh,
I'm gonna use my reroll on that one.
That's fair.
Yay.
Okay. Mithril's doing pretty good in the stealth department today. I actually made him a character sheet for once.
Yay.
He doesn't normally have one. Okay, so you've got a 28. Is everyone rolling stealth or just
I think just those two. Snapstring knows that they stick out, so running around trying to be stealthy is just going to make them stick out more. They're just going to wander the docks like a tourist.
I am rolling that. Okay, you're going in dice, Joe. I'm gonna bring out the metal dice.
Oh, no. Wait.
The metal that D20 has been killing me the last 3 days. I've got nothing but nat ones for the last 3 days.
Not me.
All right. So you guys managed to follow him for a distance into the outskirts of the city. It's older, more wooden buildings that look like they've been beaten up by the ocean air. It's still storming, but this time it keeps having breaks in it to where there's sunshine coming down. So if you know anything about Florida and how the storms operate in Florida, where it'll just randomly be storming, then sunshine, then storming, yeah, that's what it's doing right now. He looks over his shoulder at one point to see if he's being followed, and he notices Mithriel and the bird person
Hit me.
and starts running.
Oh. Snapstring will open their beak and go meow meow meow.
Yeah, he starts be-doo, be-doo, be-doo.
Beedoo, beedoo, beedoo.
Yeah, he takes off running through the crowd. He's grabbing barrels when he can and throwing them in your way, trying to push carts into the way as he's running away. The guards are starting to take notice now.
Uh-oh.
How heavily is there a lot of buildings?
It's a lot of
Construction?
shacks type things right now.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Nothing big that he can dive into. He seems to be focused on a certain endpoint on where he's going.
Alrighty.
And at this point, once he starts running, Mithriel starts going after him. And he's a fast thing, Mithriel is. He can move.
Alrighty.
Well, now, my movement speed is only 30, but if needs be, I can give chase. I've got a lot of dashes in me.
Oh my gosh. When Snapstring's companions begin to give chase, Snapstring will go ahead and like reach out with one hand and grant probably Indolin bardic inspiration.
I'm going to start running and dashing when I can.
Bardic inspiration is a 1d12 for you.
Oh, that's a lot. I forgot how it scales.
Alrighty, yeah, I'm gonna start running.
Yes, I will double dash to put my speed up to 90 this round.
Oh my god. Wow.
Rogue.
Well, just for a few years, Rogue.
Makes all the difference.
Did you go to the school of everything? Mithriel's calling as he's running.
No, I'm just a jack of all trades, literally.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you can put that to use when we catch this little bastard and he keeps running.
How is it still super crowded, or is he going
It's
towards a place
thinning
that's less
out.
crowded?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's thinning out. You see him heading towards now what you can see is a old beaten up tavern. There's a sign hanging off of it with a dragon that appears to be crying as the logo on the sign. It says the Weeping Dragon on the sign, but one of the letters is like faded out, so it's just like Weeping Dragon. The D is faded on the dragon.
Aw. Yeah, so he seems to be heading in towards that.
Yeah, he seems to be heading right for the door.
Okay. Yeah, I give chase. I have my bow out. It's not drawn, but I've got it ready.
Okay. He's about 30 feet from the door at this point.
I would like to cast Misty Step and teleport 30 feet.
Okay.
right onto him.
Alright. He looks at you and he's gonna try and bat you away. That's an 8. An 8 does not hit you, I take it.
No.
Okay. I get all this music and I forget to get a nice combat music. I'm ashamed of myself.
I can help you with that. Oh, no, I can't. No, I can't. Never mind.
We'll just do that one. So he tries to swing at you as you get right on top of him, and he kicks the door when he misses you. He just kicks the door and it flies open.
Oh, easy there. Watch where you're swinging that. Oh god. Can I try and grapple it?
You can try to catch him.
Okay. What would you like me to roll?
Roll an attack.
An attack?
Yeah, we'll just say dexterity to try and catch him.
Roll dexterity check. Cool. I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on that.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the
17.
biddies.
What was it?
17. 17 total.
Let me see if that hits. That does hit. So you do grab a hold of him, and he takes the package in his hands and throws it inside.
Does the party see that? I mean, I know if I would, but the rest of the party.
Mithril sees it, and he pushes past you and runs inside to try and find where it went.
I would... we've not rolled initiative or anything, have we? We're not in turn order. I would like to inspect to see... Essentially, I want to check out if that's his rod.
If you can't tell, it's wrapped up right now in the velvet fabric, and he tossed it into the building further, and it went behind the bar where the innkeep would be. When you get inside, there's no one in here. It looks almost like a ghost, just like a ghost town.
Can I take the hood off this guy? See.
You can take the hood off.
Yeah. Who am I looking at?
When you take the hood off, the hood just falls to the ground. There's nothing inside.
I just look at the empty hood that's now on the ground. It's like, oh, mother. I just go inside.
And when you get inside, like I said, it is, there's spider webs all over the place. There is there we go. There's a skeleton leaning against the bar. Cobwebs are coming all over him. There's spiders coming out of him. There's a bag leaned against one of the bookshelves that is broken down against the wall. Spiders, and among other things, coming out of it. Mithril seems to have disappeared behind the counter into a doorway. Like, the package threw the door open. The door wasn't closed, it just knocked it open.
Well, this is a dump.
And the skeleton has a glass in his hand. It looks like he was mid-polishing it, and it's just frozen that way.
Have I caught up to them now? I wasn't exactly dashing after them. Don't super love drawing a lot of attention from cops, so...
Yeah, you guys, I'll say you guys have caught up by now. The cops decided to just ignore it at this point. You saw as you were coming in a half-orc guard just kind of looked you over real quick, looked who you were chasing, saw that it was some form of fey fuckery, and decided he didn't want to get involved.
This is probably fine. As Snapstring kind of strolls up to the entrance of the door, they pull out a pair of spectacles from their side pack and sort of polish them a little bit, and then plop them on. These are the item given to them by Oberon to help with this. So They help the wearer find lost objects. They allow a person to roll with advantage on wisdom perception checks made to find something hidden. A side effect is that they can also see invisible fey creatures. Anything in here?
Hold on. You see. Roll me a perception check with advantage.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You don't see any invisible fey creatures in the room, but
I got a 24.
Okay. You see the lost object that you guys are looking for deeper inside. Briefly, and then it pops out of existence. The energy that you see from it, from the glasses, just pops out of existence in a room further in the back.
Snapstring makes the cuckoo clock noises again to convey their confusion.
You and me both, Snapstring. You and me both. Do I still get a sense that my hunter's mark is on something? Like, do I still have concentration on it?
It is. It is still on something. They may or may not have ditched their cloak and face-stepped.
Is it a nice cloak?
It is a very nice cloak.
Hell yeah.
You pick it up and it has a shimmering effect to it, almost. Like, if you've ever seen a displacer beast.
Love it. Snapstring makes the sound of clinking coins.
Put it on. I think it'll suit you.
Snapstring gently folds it and puts it in the side bag. It's like,
Well, suit yourselves. Don't listen to my fashion advice. It's fine.
Snapstring is not a dangerous person. It's like, I'm not just gonna put on some fey person's clothes. Sounds like a bad idea, even in the prime material.
Honestly.
So you saw Mithril disappear into the door that got knocked open, and then you saw the object poop out of existence in that room. That cloak, if you want to roll Arcana on it, you can maybe know why it continued to disappear.
Oh no. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I think Snapstring would be curious enough to roll Arcana on it. But too dumb to know anything.
It looks like a kitty whippins.
Cool. Neat. Delightful.
It looks like a displacer beast.
Oh, spooky. Don't love it. Snap makes like this with like their little claws.
The hood of it is the mouth of the panther-like creature.
Wipes their little bird hands off on you.
Delightful.
Not quite sure what's happened there.
Can I peer over the counter as though so there's another door towards the back. Was that where the rod was before it disappeared, or is it?
Yeah, once you start peering over the counter, you look down, you see where the dust got disturbed by the package and it kind of slid, but it's the right shape. At the initial hit spot where it landed and then slid, it looks like it's the right shape of what was described to you, only wrapped in the velvet. As you touch the counter, you notice the skeleton now is no longer in the position that it was. It's kind of leaning like this now, looking at you. What can I get for you?
I was immediately going to order something no matter what they said.
Oh, thank you, Satan.
Interesting establishment.
Yes.
It's not mine.
Is it just us three in this room now? Is everyone, has like the captain and stuff gone on forward?
The captain's already gone, continued on, like he's in chase mode right now.
Okay. He's just staring at this skeleton.
He's just staring at you. The spiders seem to be, if you've seen Spirited Away in the little dust mote things,
Oh yeah,
that's what it looks like. Yeah, this what spice. That's what the spiders are like, just buzzing around. Do you want something to drink? Are you here for something or?
I'll take a rum while you're at it, but we're kind of in a hurry.
Do you need to buy anything from me and me weapons? I do blacksmithing too.
Oh, aren't you multi-talented? Have you seen anybody? Like, we're looking for something at the moment. Is there like a back room that we could please visit?
They've got they've got a large knob, bronze rod knob.
I look at Chris as like, didn't you study to be a bard? I would think that you'd be a little bit better with your words.
I wasn't
Bard 101.
I wasn't the best at it, to be honest. If I'm honest.
Looks like they've got a bone to pick with you.
And on leaves. And on leaves.
I just turn off my camera and just walk out.
It's like, I was 100% expecting the screen to go blank.
No.
My name's Skelly, by the way. Come back if you want to buy anything from me, but I also cross dimensions all the time, so you know where to just call my name and I'll come find you.
Yeah, and Dylan is like on their way through the door. And it's like, I appreciate it. I'm not sure if this is established as my thing, really.
It's not my establishment. I just found it like this.
Either way, you're a little too humorous for me, and I leave.
He likes guts and bone jokes.
No.
Oh.
I'm gone before I can face the backlash.
I quit. Never again, Scratticus. We're done.
And as the other two of you, are you two following?
That was a genuine apology.
Not now. No, just
as you two follow him through the door, you just hear like the Goku instant transmission noise, and he just pops out of existence. The skeleton is gone.
I'm laughing at how genuine that apology was. Scrat's like, I'm so sorry you have to deal with Avery. My God, why am I friends with you?
I don't deserve this.
I mean, we hardly ever have bad jokes on this channel.
I'm a good person. I pay my taxes.
Skelly is my.
I'm here to commit some tax fraud.
Skelly is my favorite NPC I have ever made in my life. He transcends planes. All the NPCs know who he is. Nobody bothers to they're like, oh yeah, Skelly's here. Okay, whatever. He tries to drink wine, he does the Barbosa thing, it just all runs through his ribs and hits the floor, and they're all just like...
Please.
Oh God. Alrighty, I'm running, I'm leaving. I don't want to face the backlash of my terrible joke.
He's gone, he just... Pop, gone.
Go
ahead.
Follow after.
Alright, so you guys get into this other back room. And as you run into this room, you go through a small, like what appears to be like a mud room almost, just a small little room to just remove clothing or shoes or whatever. You get into this back room and the door's like swinging open, like they just hit it as they were going through. And it's creaking very creepily. It's not anything cool. And you notice as you get into the room, on the floor is a glowing magic circle.
Can I mean, it's pretty obvious, but just to be absolutely certain, I'd like to use my Horizon Walker ability, Detect Portal, and I can, as an action, I detect the distance and direction of the closest planar portal within 1 mile of you. Is this the planar portal?
Yes. Yeah, there's no other exit to this room. There's no sign of Mithril. There's no sign of the rod. The portal looks freshly used.
Well, I guess that was their escape route. I don't know what... Can I tell what plane it ends up at?
It looks like it's on the same one. It just goes somewhere else.
Okay. Well, it looks like it'll just take us somewhere else in the material plane, so tally ho. And I beep. It's kind of fall in.
You poof, and you're gone.
Don't love this. Guess I'll. Oh no. Snapstring kind of looks at Kristen like big old wide bird eyes, and then clacks their beak a couple of times. They're pretty speechless right now. They don't know how to convey how terrified they are of this.
I mean, I understand Snapstring, I do, but if that's where Enderlin's going, why are we doing this? All right, yeah, no, let's do it. Let's. You'll be all right, Snapstring. You'll be fine.
When Snapstring opens their beak, it's like the sound of like little mewling kittens.
As you are trying to discuss this amongst yourselves, Snapstring, roll perception for me.
I would love to. I'm still wearing my glasses. Am I at advantage? Or up to you?
Not on this
Obviously. Obviously up to you. Oh, neat. Dirty 20.
Okay. You're concerned and talking to Kristen about this, and you hear the same pop noise behind you, directly behind you, that you heard when the skeleton disappeared. And he is standing right up behind you, just smiling, waiting for you to go into the thing. Your friends went this way! You might want to follow him!
I'm just... Snapstring just walks to... No, please. No more dumb bone jokes, please. I'm more scared of those. I guess...
Break your leg!
I hate it. Yeah, I guess I'll make like a general guess at where the portal is and step through.
Okay. It's in the middle of the floor. You can see it in the floor.
Neat.
And as you step onto it, you turn around and you see him. He pops off his arm and just waving it at you. And then you poof, you're gone.
This ain't nothing but the devil.
And then he pops back out of existence again before you can say anything, Kristen.
I'm just getting through that portal as quick as I can. And hopefully the rod will just be waiting there on the other side.
You all pop through at intervals, so Endelyn, you go first. You make it through first. Then Snapstring, and then Kristen follows up. You find yourselves in a very almost bare throne room. It's a stone throne room. There's a red carpet that leads up to a black iron throne. Not the Iron Throne, to be clear. It is just a black iron throne. A simple black iron throne with a purple cushion. You see candles on torches lining the walls, a chandelier with some candles. The flames on these candles are black, but they're still emitting light somehow. On the throne, you see a very sickly looking human man, and standing next to it is a tall Eladrin figure with long black hair, a black crown on his head, green eyes, and a bluish black cloak standing next to him. And Mithril is standing a distance away with his rapier drawn.
Who out of this room is romancible?
The figure with the black hair could be.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, Snapstring is ace, but... Endelyn, you wanna...
His name is... You'll find his name out here in a minute.
You wanna get on that, Endelyn?
He's very handsome for Eladrin. He's clearly out of place. He's clearly out of place here where he's at.
I mean, they clearly look evil, but I'm down.
I mean...
You're getting some serious Melkor vibes from this one.
Do they have a monocle? That is the true sign of evil.
He does not have a monocle.
We should be alright.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
What about like a suspiciously waxed mustache?
Oh,
Like,
Not have a mustache.
Or a cane.
oh, heck yeah.
Like a cane that
This
young
guy
elves
is
don't need.
fine.
He
Yeah,
does.
this guy is
He
fine.
does have a cane with a raven's head. As
Ooh.
the
Okay, does he look like he actually needs it?
No.
Or is it just a fashion statement?
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now it's
Okay,
kind
yeah, he could probably, yeah, he might be. I don't know. He failed the other 2 tests, so it kind of like 1/3 evil. He's probably
yeah,
lawful
that-
evil then, right?
Yeah. If it was 2 out of 3, I'd be a bit more hesitant.
Yeah, I'd be
but-
like neutral evil.
monocle's just like top tier evil. You know, as
Yeah,
soon as someone
yeah,
describes.
but- Like you either have to have all 3 or just the monocle, and that's when your chaotic evil is the monocle.
I
Oh, yeah.
realize I can't even, because of our previous conversations, I can't even say that I'm like ready to bone down because now it's upon regarding the previous conversation. And I can't believe that we've set things up like
But
this.
you said it anyway.
Look me in the eye, Scrat. How could you let this happen?
God.
I'm
love you, TK.
mad. Myself. Goodbye.
bone down.
I'm glad we finally get to play together, TK.
Look, when it comes to bone jokes, you know, sometimes we just have to put up with it. Other times, you know, you just have to face the grind.
The bone zone.
Welcome to the bone zone. Speaking of which,
Y'all happy? You good with that?
Y'all
You
just
proud
let
of what
this
you've done
happen.
today?
Y'all just let this happen.
Who raised you?
the Lord of the Rings.
I thought you were gonna say the Lord of Darkness, and I was like, damn, weird
mean-
flex, but okay.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Thank you very much to Wild Engineer, who gifts a reroll to Enderlin.
Nice.
I don't deserve it.
It's true.
So hold on, my supervisor's like, I asked him for an email earlier, and he's like, hold on. It's just an email. So you guys get in here. You notice this figure. Sorry, I was getting hot. I had a blank. It was cold in here.
Which talking about Bone Town.
But you guys see this figure standing next to the throne. And he's kind of just leaning on it like this, just watching you. And he glances at you like you're just inconsequential to him. He doesn't even care that you're there. He's more focused on the captain.
Joke's on you. That's my kink.
He's very focused on the captain right now, and the captain is he's let go of his rapier, but it's kind of floating next to his head.
Sexy rapier.
It's a dancing rapier. I mean, just I liked that concept, so I stole it. But you see the scepter across the lap of the human king that is in the throne.
Rip.
The Eladrin is not touching it right now.
Do I still get a hint that one of these people is who I cast Hunter's Mark on?
Yes, but it's not the Eladrin and it's not the human. It is in the corner. You see not an Eladrin, but a Shadarkai standing in the corner.
Yeah,
Just smirking at you.
I know you said only one person was romancible in this room.
Or
He
menaces.
may or may not be.
We're menaces.
May or may not, but it's not a hard no. Sounds like a soft yes.
Just most of the NPCs in my Fae games are soft yes.
A soft, delicate yes. Gently whispered
After
yes.
touch. The light caress of a yes.
Yeah, like caress.
Okay, yes.
I'm mad I laughed at that. I'm mad
I'm
you
so
said
glad.
it, but I'm madder that I laughed at it.
I'm so proud of myself. I've won this game. I've won D&D.
A gently whispered yes.
Careless whispered yes.
Yeah, carelessly whispered yes. Do we hear saxophones? Do we need to roll perception to hear saxophones?
I think I just.
Brad, I'm so sorry.
That's what
Tabletops
Snapstring
are
just
all living.
opens their beak and you just hear the saxophone from Careless Whisper.
The captain just turns his head slowly and just looks at you.
It should be quite easy to track this fella. Because guilty feet have got no rhythm.
I hate it.
I had made that joke, but I didn't realize what hell I would unleash. And now I regret it. Regret.
You stream tabletops for a living, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is peak D&D.
Alright. You see the captain. He is standing there and he grabs his other rapier off of his hip and he's pointing it at the black-haired Eladrin standing next to the throne. And the rapier that's floating by his head kind of floats forward a little bit and angles itself, lining up with the Eladrin. And that's really low, sorry.
I'm into it though.
Yeah, I was there.
I'll turn it down a little.
I was transported.
It's called Elven Dirge.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay. Kill the mood, that's fine.
Is that for us? Like,
It is a necromancer that you realize now that it's not a human necromancer. The figure, the black-haired Eladrin, is the necromancer. And he just raises a hand and you see like purple energy just wisping around his hand as he's ready. He's ready.
Still into it. Still okay. Things are still okay.
and Darwin has a bow out.
The captain looks at him and he just shakes his head. I thought better of you, Raven. I didn't think you. Yeah, I didn't think you'd stoop so low as to steal something from, all of the royalty that you answered to. But I guess this is how low you're stooping.
Popcorn for Kirsten.
Snapstring. Yeah. As soon as Snapstring hears the name Raven, does a side eye at their companions, just like a raven, always taking things that don't belong to them. It's very much communicated that prejudice. It's like
you get a very
sound.
Shrug from Indolent. Indolent opens her mouth to have some popcorn too. Just, hey, sorry, my hands are full.
He looks at the captain again, and then slowly looks over at all of you, lingers on the bird for a moment, trying to judge what kind of bird you are, and then looks at Kristen. He's not seen that kind of Kenku before, so he's just like,
no.
And then he just snaps his fingers.
Oh.
And I want you to roll initiative.
I'm not ready. My heart.
Wait, let me get the initiative order up. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, jeez, oh man. Lit.
Oh, nice. What?
If it'll let me roll his initiative.
If you drag your name onto the map first, it will put you in thingy.
Oh no.
Well, I just wasn't clicking on it, right? Because I'm intelligent. And this map's just for that map's just for a picture to be there. It's not important.
Oh no, I don't see. Oh no.
Oh wow, Captain got a good initiative. I need to delete that one and redo it. The NPCs somehow got really high initiatives.
Oh,
Great. Love it.
The nameless Shadarkai.
Just chilling.
What's your initiative? Okay, you're good. He didn't get high. We're good.
cool, 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 cool.
Alright. Shadarkai got the lowest. Poor thing. Okay. Alright, so the captain is gonna go first. He sends his rapier, the dancing one, after him. He misses.
Oh, hecky.
And he has it try and come back around and swing again. And he still misses. Okay, so he's not gonna do anything else. And it is the necromancer's turn. He's gonna look around at all of you for a second. And he's gonna cast Crown of Stars.
Ooh.
He has 7 motes now around his head of just pure energy around his head. And he's just watching, looking at all of you, trying to decide who he's gonna throw one at.
No, thank you.
And he's gonna pick...
I am in no ways an expert, but purple energy and motes of power.
So I
Not
think he
super
started to
high.
tick that. Started to tick that 2 out of 3 evilness kind of thing. Yes.
He slowly pulls a monocle from his pocket.
He launches it at Indolin.
Oh no! I'm too pretty to die.
Let me make the roll. 18 hit you?
Huh? Oh, it meets it, beats it.
Okay.
Rip.
12 radiant damage.
I'm gonna, yeah, sure, why not? I'm gonna use my reaction for my spectral defense. I'm gonna give myself resistance to radiant damage for this turn.
Okay.
Dope.
Yeah, so it's your ability to move between planes enables you to slip through the planar boundaries to lessen the harm done to you during battle. When you take damage from an attack, you can use your reaction to give yourself resistance to all of that attack damage on this turn.
Okay.
Damn, son.
He now has 6 of these left. These purple stars floating around his head.
No, thank you, Sid.
And that's all he's gonna do. He's just got this sickening smirk on his face. And he just looks at you guys, and then he looks at the rod, and he's like, I'm not giving it back. That's all. You're gonna have to take it from me. Snapstring.
What do the king and the Shatterkai look like? Do they look like they're ready for a fight, or they look like they just want to hang out?
The king he looks like he's just a puppet. He's just sickly looking,
Cool.
sitting in the chair, slumped over.
And the Shatterkai?
Shadarkai looks like he might be gearing up to fight.
Okay. I think that Snapstring is going to reach the little vulture hand into a pocket where the lyre is and sort of strum a little bit of the lyre. Now the thing is that Kenku are born without creativity, and Snapstring went to the Fey realm hoping for a boon to get creativity. Unfortunately, all Snapstring received was a life of servitude in the Autumn Courts. But they have used their Kenku mimicry to learn how to cast spells. So when they strum their lyre, they open their beak. It is a perfect recreation of the spell words for banishment.
Okay. Who are you?
So-
Are you casting that on him or on the Shadar-kai?
The Shatterkai.
Okay.
I'm hoping that.
Actually, let me grab something.
And
Alright.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast it at level 7.
Okay. What's your DC?
16 is the spell save DC. Actually, I don't think I need to cast it at level 7 because it's banishment. I think it can just be cast at level 4, but Roll20 is asking me, so I'm gonna cast it at level 7 because I don't think it does anything otherwise.
Okay.
Wait, let's look. Oh, if I can target an additional creature.
So it's wisdom save, right?
Oh god.
Yeah, so since I am casting it at level 7, I'm gonna target the Shatterkai and the Necromancer. Yeah. So it is it is, oh my gosh, charisma saving throw. So they
Charisma?
should be fine.
Yeah, the Shadar-kai passes. The Raven, let's see what Raven does. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Okay.
He's
Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. He's got layer actions and legendary actions.
Oh god.
oh god.
Yeah, I'll
oh
use
god.
up that legendary resistance, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna use his legendary resistance and just knock off your spell.
Okay.
So he's got 2 more uses of that.
One down.
And does that end your turn?
Yeah, Snapstring's gonna move behind cover if there is any.
Okay. There's some pillars in the room.
Yeah, either cover or behind like Mithril or something. Like hang out behind a pillar, just like, okay, well I'm just gonna hang out back here. Hope you guys don't mind. Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration to let's do Kristen. Bardic Inspiration. It's a bonus, and then hiding behind a pillar.
Thank you very much.
Alright, it is now Endelin's turn.
Okay, I was hoping maybe we could talk this out, but obviously not. I have Hunter's Mark still on the Shadar-kai. I would like to use my bonus action to use my Planar Warrior feature.
Okay.
I can choose one creature I can see within 30 feet. Next time I hit that creature on this turn with a weapon attack, all damage dealt becomes force damage, and the creature takes an extra 2d8. And I'm going to use that on Raven. Is that the one that's standing by the king?
Yeah.
Okay. And before I attack, I'm using Distant Strike as well. When I take an attack action, I can teleport up to 10 feet before each attack. So I just blink out and blink like 10 feet to the side, and I'm going to make an attack at the Shadar-kai first.
Okay.
So that's a 21 to hit the Shadar-kai.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's that plus the d6. Oh shit, so that's 17 points of piercing damage with
Okay.
that one.
Rip.
And then I'm going to turn my bow, teleport again, turn my bow to Raven, and to the bow, just kind of whisper, it's like, and of course, a swift death to you who have wronged me. And I'm going to activate my oath bow.
Okay.
So let's have a look. I have advantage on the attack roll because this Raven is now my sworn enemy.
As Raven should be.
Oh. That's an 18 to hit.
Okay. That's just hits.
Just hits. Okay, wonderful. Alrighty, so we have the Oath Bow damage. So 8 piercing there. We have my Planar Warrior feature, which is 2d8. Jesus. And we have my Oath Bow feature. If the attack hits, my sworn enemy takes an extra 3d6 damage.
Okay.
And all this is force damage.
Okay.
There we are.
Jeez.
So that's 26. Yeah. 13. Math.
If I could count, this would be
34,
so
34,
much
I
easier.
think.
Huh. He takes the few hits and you see him just and like go back a little bit, but he's now knocked off balance slightly.
Okay.
But now he turns his eyes to you.
Okay, and with my distance strike, I'm going to ask you this one because I'm not sure on the wording of it. It says, when I take the attack action, I can teleport up to 10 feet before each attack to an unoccupied space I can see. If you attack at least 2 different creatures with the action, you can make 1 additional attack with it against a third creature, sorry. That third creature, would you say it has to be someone different, or it can?
I would say someone different.
Okay, I'm going to fire an arrow at... Or does the king look dead? Like, is this like a necromancing, like, puppet thing?
No, it just doesn't look like he's in control of himself.
If that's the case, I won't attack him then. Alrighty, I think that's me done.
Kristen. Actually, wait a second. I have a layer action.
I don't
Alright.
deserve this.
He is going to...
Feel personally attacked.
Before Kristen takes his turn.
Raise your hand if you've been personally victimized this section.
He's going to go after Mithriel this time. And he points his finger at Mithriel, and he needs to make a con save.
You coming up or not?
And he fails. Okay. You see a crackle of black energy tie Raven to Mithriel. And Mithriel looked like he just took some damage, but from what you don't know. And alright, now you can go, Kristen.
Right, now, I'm sorry for this mess that's about to happen. There's an awful lot.
God.
First of all, am I right in saying that Shadar-kai has not had a go yet?
The Shadar-kai is not gone yet.
Then I will run up to them recklessly, getting real mad about them attacking my friend Endelyn.
Oh.
And I would like to attack them first of all using my vicious longsword.
Okay.
I have advantage. I rolled a nat 20 anyway. Please take... 29... Oh, Jesus. 39... 50. 50 points of damage on my first attack.
Oh my god.
I get an extra attack because of my 5th level fighter, so I'm gonna... Oh, no, wait, hang on a minute. On top of that is the Blade Flourish, which I don't think went through for some reason. Or maybe it did.
It did. It combined with your dueling style.
Yes, I see, thank you. Right, then I will... I can only Blade Flourish once, so that's the Blade Flourish done, but I'm going to immediately attack them again.
Okay.
Still recklessly. 19.
That hits good.
I'll do a very weak 16 damage.
Okay.
For my bonus... Oh, go on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, for my bonus action, I would like to go and work myself into a frenzy. And attack again. How many times can you extra attack in one time? Does extra attack stack with frenzy or not?
It's every time you make the attack's action. So this hasn't given you an attack action.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it'll be next turn.
Yeah. I don't know how rules lawyering we're going to be as well. I do know it is a bonus action to rage initially as well.
Oh,
that is DM's call.
Yes, it is. No, it's 100% correct. You are right. So action surge attack.
There you go. There you go. That's the one. You got it.
No, wait, I can't action surge either. Can I? Can I action surge? Is that a bonus action?
Yeah. No, action surge is just you take another turn, essentially.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Pretty
Yeah.
Also,
much.
I'm fairly lax when it comes to the rules. If
That's
if it makes more sense to not follow the rule for that situation, and
Yeah,
you can
okay.
articulate it, then I'm fine.
Cool, so at 26, there's another 21, and then second attack because action surge attack.
Mm-hmm.
Another 27.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You should get another bonus action with your action surge, right?
I think so.
Uh,
It says possible bonus action, so
Yeah.
it's up to
If you
you.
want to use frenzy, that'll make another one.
So then I'll go into my frenzy. There you go.
There you go.
okay.
Just trying to help you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, because the action surge, it would be because you get 2 attacks per turn, so it would be 2 attacks, and then your frenzy would be another one as your bonus action.
That does not hit.
Right, I'd like to use the bardic inspiration that I was gifted. Thank you very much.
God damn!
There's a 24 hit.
That hits now.
Here to fuck some shit up.
There's another 25 damage. I'm not sure. I think that's about 150 all told. I'm not really sure.
How do you want to do
The Scratticus is demolished.
He's dead. How do you want to do this?
Well, considering the amount of attack rolls I made in that ridiculous turn, I think it's going to be like death by 1,000 cuts, as I just keep nicking him until he just falls to the ground, and I just keep on nicking him. How dare you? How dare you insult my friend?
I like that it puts in the sneak attack bonus as well from your league.
I
Perfect.
hear from the ceiling, because Enderlin has flippers of spider climbing, so they've teleported onto the ceiling. You just hear a, thank you.
Alright. It's okay. Are you done? Scrat?
Do you have any movement left?
I would like to use my military... No, I'm joking. I'm done.
I would like to spend 1 superiority die. I would like to spend 2 key points.
Key points, please. I'd like to inspire myself. I'm a war bard now. I'd like to, flurry of blows. Okay, but most of those you're going to do once, because I think action surge is a one-off thing at your level.
Yeah.
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 But in 2 more levels,
2 more
you get
levels.
2 action
Level
surges.
17.
Alright. Before Mithrael takes his turn, he's gonna use another layer action. You killed the Shadarkai.
Oh, that's right.
That I did.
Necromancer.
That I did, yes.
And there have been other things that have died in this room recently as well.
I don't like the way you said that.
What appear to be about 5 apparitions materialize in the room. One of them rising from the body of the Shadarkai that you just brutally murdered. They're all angry. And they all turn their eyes on you, Kristen.
I don't know what you
I need you
expected.
to make a con save.
I will make a con save. That's exactly what I'll do. I'll do it right now.
Whoa, I'm surprised.
Dang.
That worked.
It's
Okay.
You had to like hype yourself up into that con save.
I worked for a little bit while they were sorting out the Constitution, so it bumped my Constitution right up. That's a poor joke. I'm sorry. Even by my standards.
You take half damage from this attack.
I crave death, actually.
Awesome.
Got it.
What kind of attack is it?
Let me roll the damage.
Of course.
Welcome to the academy.
Okay.
Oh my. Oh.
You take 24 damage.
I would like to halve it again because if it's slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning.
It is not.
Damn.
It is necrotic damage.
Hang on a minute. No, damn it. I only took 4 levels in Assassin, not 5. Right, fair enough.
No!
Do you have uncanny dodge?
No, not yet. If I had 1 more level in Assassin, just 1 more.
That's why you gotta commit.
Yeah.
As this happens, the spirits just fade out of existence with a very ungodly screech.
Oh.
24 is alright. I can take a 24.
Fine.
I just.
There we go.
This is as close to Mozart's Requiem as I could find. Because that's what I wanted. But, alright, so it's Mithriel's turn. He is going to, bonus action, use his Dancing Rapier to try and hit Raven again. And that actually hits. So Raven takes 7 piercing, and then Mithriel has a long sword on his back that he grabs the sheath of. He pulls it out, and the blade is pure sunlight. And he looks at Raven for a minute.
Is Mithril doing anything after this? Does he want to join an adventuring party?
Yeah.
Want to hang out?
He's got a rebellion to run.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can see like a wedding ring?
If you want to, yeah.
Nice.
You see a tattoo around his finger.
Wait, you know he's married. You met his wife. She was naked.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You met his wife.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
They seem
I don't
pretty
know.
open. Like, TV.
Yeah, we can talk. We can talk about it later.
She'd probably be cool with it. She's cool.
Yeah, she seems chill.
Yeah, he pulls out this glowing sword of sunlight. It's not a sunblade. It's something different. And he goes after Raven with it. He hits.
Yeah.
Oh, Mithriel, it's awful damage.
I'm sorry, I've set the bar pretty high.
He got 3 damage with this. I'm disappointed in my son. I don't know that I put the damage in right for that.
I can't believe that guy's not vulnerable to radiant damage. Tisk tisk.
He actually might be.
Did I do it?
You got it.
Time to get that.
He's not.
PRBS. Oh no.
He's not.
Rip.
I did not make him vulnerable because he's using radiant damage. So why would he be?
Reese's in pieces, everybody. I tried. Regretty spaghetti.
Shiny slashy stick. Alright, and I think that's all he can do. Let me check one more thing. Where did it go?
Attack the darkness.
This man has got weapons all over him. He's got a bow strapped across his back, too. He's got that sword. He's got both rapiers. He is ready to go. That ends his turn, though. He's right up on Raven, and Raven's just holding his hand out, blocking the sword. It's Raven's turn. He's going to just smile at Mithriel and launch a mote at...
No, thank you.
He likes you, little bird.
I'm behind cover.
Oh yeah, that's right. He launches it at you. With
Rude.
Advantage. Does a...
Look, we know it does.
Well, does a 27 hit you?
Why are you asking?
Yeah. So...
You're the devil.
I know. 16 radiant damage.
Oh, okay.
That's low
no.
for that spell.
Oof.
That is low for that spell.
Yeah, no, I mean, things are not as terrible as they could be, but pretty close.
Okay, and that is his bonus action.
Oh, cool.
He's now gonna be naughty.
He was being nice.
I don't deserve this.
He's gonna take his hand that is on Mithriel,
No, thank you.
like holding his sword, and he's gonna dimension door him.
No.
He's gonna open up a door and just shove the captain through it.
Rude.
And it slams shut, and you can just hear this growl of frustration coming from the captain as he's shoved through the door and teleported 500 feet away.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Hopefully we
fine.
don't hear like a splat against the roof or anything.
He probably shoved him in a parallel direction.
Oh.
So nothing up to where he's gonna crash down.
That'd be real fucked up, and I would be for it. I mean, that hot naked wife is now a widow, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh.
Bayless isn't picky, I'm just gonna say that right now.
Just saying.
Alright, that ends Raven's turn. And...
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm on our sides. Stop that. Like,
he is going to use his other lair action and regains a spell slot.
I'm a good person, okay? Why are we like this?
Snapstring.
Rude. Snapstring is gonna go ahead and has this king like moved at all during this?
He's not moving. He's just sitting there like nothing's happening.
He blinking?
Very rarely, but yes.
How high is the ceiling?
Probably about 20 feet up.
What kind of ceiling is it?
It's stone. Stone arched ceilings, almost like the cathedral ceilings in a way.
I would like to cast Shatter at level 6 on the ceiling above them.
Okay.
I'm on the ceiling, but I'll be fine.
You'll be okay. You're nimble.
Yeah, I'm nimble.
So DC 16 Constitution save.
By the wall who can't make a save, so it fails. But I will roll for Raven.
Sorry, King.
King is gonna automatically fail. Raven passes.
Ah, balls. Well,
Is he-
I killed the king. I did great.
King
fine.
fails, and he kind of just jolts back a little bit and looks dazed.
Oh,
Cool.
you did the right thing.
Nice.
He looks
did it.
hurt, but he looks a little dazed.
Nice.
Fine.
Yeah, so I guess that's 33 thunder. But I think if they pass, does shadow wait, let me look at this. I'm so sorry, everyone. If they half as much on a successful one, so Raven's gonna take half of 33 is 16. I'll just say 16 thunder damage.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Raven.
did it.
Raven's looking a little hurt, but he's still very much kicking.
Rude.
Did you say I'd be
Bardic.
caught up in that, or sorry, you go.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was like, would I be caught up in that? I'm standing
is
on
a-
the ceiling.
10-foot
I'd prob-
spear. So
Okay, but I'm also long range, so I'll let that be your call.
I'll say you were just outside of it.
Cool.
Okay. I'll give my last bardic inspiration back to Kristen. And then
Thank you.
hide.
Okay. It is now Endelin's turn.
Okay. So can I see Raven now? He's fallen through.
Yeah,
Going
Raven's
off.
just Raven is still standing.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark onto him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make some attacks. I'm gonna attack. We still have like, are those? Is the Shadow Kai and like from that lair action still thriving and attacking and doing stuff? Or
No, it was just his ghost that popped up, not his body.
okay, but are they still kicking around? Are they attacking or are they just?
The Shadow Kai?
Yeah, as in like
No,
the
he's
ghost.
dead.
Was it?
No,
Okay,
the
was
ghost-
it? No, like.
The ghost bucked off. He's gone.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. So yeah,
Thanks,
I'm just gonna
Ghost.
attack him. Fuck off, ghost.
Piss off, ghost.
Yeah, I'm going to I'm just gonna attack, like 2 attacks at Raven.
Okay.
With my oath bow. So I have advantage on both attacks. 31.
Those hit.
25 and 31. So we have the 2 both bow damage. We have 66. That's combined 3d6 each.
Okay.
That's Abu. And then it's Hunter's Mark, which I think is on each attack as well as another d6. Whenever you hit it, yeah. So another 2d6.
Okay.
Alrighty. So 16,
He's still looking a bit. He's looking a little bit hurt.
20, 30, 43 damage.
Okay.
Alrighty. And
A little hurt.
a little hurt.
A little
And
bit.
I've been bouncing around on the ceiling before each attack, so now I'm like somewhere still like I'm like sideways on a wall or something.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. He is going to take a legendary action now.
Wonderful.
And
I have fear.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to decide which one.
Here.
I'll help you decide.
He's gonna cast his gaze on Endolin.
Yes.
Hello.
You to make
Sorry, no offense.
what save was that? Sorry.
wisdom.
Okay,
Rip.
this is fine.
It
Wisdom?
seems fine.
Less fine.
Oh no. Okay, you are frightened of him now. So disadvantage on your attacks.
Cool. It's just a stream of terrified profanities from the ceiling.
He just kind of glares at you, but you see death in his eyes. And that is.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. My whole hand just slipped.
Kristen.
Right, well now, let the ridiculousness continue. As I can see, not only has he hurt my friend Andalin, he's now being real mean and making them feel scared, and this is fueling my rage. I will continue to run recklessly around the room, and this time towards this raven fella. And I would like to make an attack.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
It does.
This one will be with a blade flourish. Defensive flourish.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, alright, got that. Brilliant. So that's 23 damage. Then I'll have an extra attack where I do another attack there. That'll be a 23.
Okay. That is.
That's another 12 for you there. Oh, hang on a minute. Except that's probably going to be like -1 or something because there's still a blade flourish in there. -3, so that's only like 19.
Okay. It still hurts.
Bonus action.
Okay.
I'll carry on frenzying. I'll carry on with my frenzied rage. It's the only sensible thing to do. So I'll hit him again.
Okay.
27.
That is.
Just leave my friend alone. You're not nice. You're a bit of an edgelord.
What did I do to deserve you?
I don't know what the term edgelord means, angry one, but sure.
That's because you're a damned embodiment of the thing. Would you take it some more? My hat's come off. It's gone now. His hat falls off, revealing his merman hair.
Alright.
When we're done here, we're going to send you back to Bard school.
Yeah. Snapstring's mouth opens and you can hear a slow clap. Interpreted how you wish.
Does that end your turn, Scrat?
That does indeed end my turn.
He's gonna use another legendary action. Actually, no, he can't. Okay, it's Mithriel's turn. He is closer to coming back. So, nothing for now.
Cool.
He'll be
Doing a
back.
good job, Mithril. Trying your best.
He's got spells that can help him, but he's gotta save those.
He's doing a
Alright.
good job.
Raven's turn now. He is going to... Ooh, okay. He's gonna cast Illusionary Dragon.
Oh.
You guys see this huge, massive shadow dragon just appear in the room. And it looks pissed. And I need everyone to roll an intelligence save.
Dear. That's not for the best. Oh no, I don't have advantage. That is, in fact, a 5. But I have a reroll, and I'm 100% using it now.
Yeah,
Double
mine's a
frightened.
14, so I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll.
I'm not gonna. I only have a +1 in intelligence save. I'm already frightened. I may as well like double it up.
Ah ha ha!
Hey.
Thanks, re-roll. I got a 21 on that re-roll.
Well,
Snap
my
you
reroll was a
passed.
6. Yeah, my reroll was a 6, so I'm not the smartest.
Snapstring has a deck of illusions, so Snapstring's probably like, eh.
You know that this dragon is not real. It's tangible. It's you can touch it. You can feel the solidness of it, but it is an illusion.
Nice.
Solid one. The other two, you see this big, massive fuck off dragon show up in front of you, and it's terrifying.
Oh.
And it's going to use a breath weapon. Oh, I need more d6s.
No, you don't.
Top 5 things that DMs should never say.
I need more time.
I need more d6s. Right at the top there.
Is it at the top? Because I feel like need more D12s.
Well, yeah.
Where is everybody? Are you still on the ceiling?
Yes. Yes.
You are directly in front of Raven, Kristen.
I am. I'm standing right next to him. On top of him, perhaps, in fact. Like, in his space, you know.
Arguably in smooching distance.
Okay.
One could say that sword fighting is just smooching with big sticks. I didn't really think that through.
That is what sword fighting is, though.
Kristen, you take 17 lightning damage.
Lightning, right. Yep, Well, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, you will.
You take half. So,
Rude.
8 damage.
Sorry. Do not appreciate.
And that is all Raven's gonna do. Snapstring, your turn.
I hate this. How's everybody looking? How are we doing? How's everybody looking?
If we were to put it on a scale, I'm about 2/3.
I'm okay.
Alright.
I'm just scared shitless of 2 things in the room right now.
So Snapstring is gonna cast Cure Wounds on Kristen. I'm gonna do it at a level 3. Yeah, you got 17.
Good,
It's like
it's
the lightning
not
never happened. No. Thank goodness. But yeah, so you got 17. So it's like the lightning never happened, except it did. It's still traumatic. Good luck. This doesn't heal emotional damage, Kristen. Snapstring's going to continue to hide behind the pillar.
Okay.
It's real spooky in here.
And
Don't love it.
Alrighty. So I've got Hunter's Mark. Okay, I think I can pull out all my stops now. I'm going to use my bonus action to use my Planar Warrior feature on Raven. And I'm going to take 2 attacks, both of which are going to be Sharpshooter, which means I have a -5 to hit, but if I hit, I do +10 damage.
Okay.
Ooh, that sounds not great. So that's a what?
The first one hits.
Yeah, first one hits. The other one. Okay. So, Planar Oathbow. But so 3d6 for the Oathbow. Hunter's Mark, 1d6. Planar Warrior, 2d8. All this is force damage, by the way.
Oh, with that second attack as well, Avery, you do have a reroll. Just, throwing it out
I might
there.
do that. I might do that. If I may. Also Sharpshooter.
It should heal emotional damage, though.
So 17 to hit, that one.
I don't make the rules. Sorry.
Okay, that hits.
So 17 to hit? That hit? Okay, cool. Alrighty. So let's do the first one first. So that's 19, 21, 30, 32. So that's 42 damage on that first attack.
Okay.
And then I don't get the Planar Warrior on this one because it's only the first attack that hits. But I do get.
I'm calling the police.
And they're all flat rolls as well because I know I had a disadvantage because of the with the fear, but Oathbow gives advantage. So.
Okay.
Okay. So that's 3d60 Oathbow. Mark. I think that it's so 24, 34 damage.
Okay.
On the
He's
other attack.
looking very hurt right now.
Emotionally
Very
or
hurt.
physically?
Physically, emotionally, he just looks pissed off.
Yeah. This whole time, Endelyn is just screaming, like, frantic, and they're just teleporting on the ceiling, firing off arrows.
Kristen, your turn. He's not going to take an action right now.
How far away is this dragon that I see?
So you're right up on Raven.
Right up on him. Oh, yes.
The dragon is right beside him, or right behind him, towering over him, looking down at you.
So within fighting melee distance,
Yes.
I will attack the dragon,
Okay.
not knowing that it's just an illusion.
It is...
I will also be attacking recklessly, having seen this large creature.
Your weapons just go right through it. They don't do anything.
So my first attack is wasted then as it goes through the dragon.
Mm-hmm. It does nothing.
I think then that will be enough on... that will be enough for old Kristen to realise that maybe the dragon's not there, maybe it is. Either way, when your sword just goes through something... Well, I know my sword don't go through that fella, so in my blind... Well, not blind rage, but in my mad little thing, I will use my extra attack on Kristen again.
On Raven?
Raven, yes, I'm Kristen.
Don't attack yourself.
Jinx. Owe me an ale.
Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
I will do 11 damage. Oh, I forgot to throw in my blade flourish. I'll throw it in now. Perfect.
Okay. Raven looks bad hurt right now.
Good. Good that he looks bad hurt. That's good. I will once again use my frenzy to make my final attack. Does a 25 hit?
It does.
There's another 18 damage for you, fella.
Okay. Alright. Does that end your turn?
That does, in fact, end my turn. That is the end of my turn now. I am taking my eyes away from the character sheet. Yes, that's everything.
He looks hurt pretty bad. And looks like he's struggling a bit to stand. Mithril is not yet returned, but you hear footsteps running into the room now. It's Raven's turn. The dragon is going to take another attack on you two again. And I need you to make an intelligence save.
It's actually a 14. I forgot to take advantage off again.
Okay. Snapstring.
Yes.
Can you make an intelligence save?
Sorry.
No, you're
I'm
fine.
sorry. I thought you said you too, and so I was like, haha. I
Okay.
guess Snapstring forgot that it was fake.
Oh wait.
Just like, yeah.
Well, you still take the damage.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
it says when it makes the attack, you have to make another save.
Oh, rude. Yeah, I'll take that. Sweet.
You
sweet
each take 23 points of lightning damage.
This is unacceptable.
And Raven's gonna use his action to do vampiric touch on. Is that a ranged attack? Hold on, I think it is. Actually, no, within my reach. So he's gonna grab Kristen by the shoulder, suck 24 HP off of Kristen.
Damn
And
it!
His wounds look a bit better now.
Rude.
Damn it, would you bloody attack me? I've got all these defensive things. Kirsten shouts at him.
It's like, well, you shrugs and raises his bony little fingers, and that's all he's gonna do.
His little bony fingies.
Stop him.
My strong hand.
Your turn, Snapstring.
Reach out and touch somebody.
Oh, you know, that does beat you.
Yeah, I'll say yeah. Yeah, you're supposed to, yeah. So go ahead and re-roll for the fear. Sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry.
It won't let me unmute myself for some reason. I'm just like, no, I have words to say.
Yeah. Snapstring is having a terrible time. Gonna go ahead and cast Shatter again.
Okay.
This time at level 5.
Okay.
But instead of on the ceiling, gonna do the floor underneath Raven.
Okay. He fails.
Yay! So that's 29 thunder damage then.
Okay. He looks just as badly hurt as he did before he used the vampiric touch.
Okay. Also, Kristen should probably also roll a Constitution saving throw since he was right there, right? And it's a 10 here.
Yes.
Oh, poor boy. Oh, poor
Just trying to
boy.
help.
Chris, make a con save.
You let these puns happen. It's the least you could do.
Do I fail that con save?
Yeah.
You super fail.
Do I fail it by 3 or less?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, I would like to save face. I can add the amount of allies around me to the saving throw number because I am in fact a
That's
hobgoblin.
It's amazing. Oh, it's so
Nice.
Alright, you pass.
Oh,
good. Amazing.
Almost killed my teammate.
With the power of friendship.
Power of friendship.
That would have been
like-
ridiculous, wouldn't it, if I got hit by that? Oh,
Yeah, it's like, I know you didn't mean to almost kill me, so I'm going to ignore that. Going to ignore that you almost murdered me. Out of the sake of our friendship.
I knew it was always part of the plan. It would have been foolish of me if I got hit by that attack there. Oh, I think I've saved face enough.
Is that all for you, Snapstring?
Yeah. Going back behind the pillar, just like, this is going very well.
Raven's gonna take a layer action. And he's gonna call for him Ghost Skin.
Rude.
And this time they're gonna go for... I don't know, hold on. We'll see who they go for. They're gonna go for Andolin.
What did
I
I
need you to make a con save.
Lovely. Con save. Oh, bud. I have a -1 in it.
Rip.
You fail.
Yeah.
And I don't have, well, hold on, maybe I do have.
I'm a very spindly little
I
ranger.
don't have enough d6s for this.
I was gonna say before she said that you failed and like remind you had a bardic inspiration, but then I just didn't. And I don't know why.
If you want to use it, you
Oh,
can.
I don't. Did I? Did I? I thought you used the last
You
one.
still do. You had one that you didn't use. Kristen used his, and then I gave Kristen another one.
Oh no, I've used mine. I remember.
Oh,
using it.
okay.
Yeah. I didn't miss, but I definitely remember using it. Just for honesty's sake.
Why didn't you lie?
I'm sorry.
67.
That's what your honesty gets you.
I'm.
5
What
crits.
type of, what type of
damage.
necrotic? I'm going to use my spectral defense to give myself resistance against necrotic damage.
Okay, so you take.
So I halved that 33.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my spectral defense to take a nap. It's nap time.
Take a nap.
The ghost come back into the room. All 5 of them, they come back into the room, and they just go after you.
That's real fucking.
Ah!
And then they just disappear. Kristen.
That's rude.
Is it me? I thought it was Endolin. And...
Endlin just went.
Oh, did they? I'm sorry.
No. No,
Hey, I got hit.
ignore me.
They got beaten up, but I don't think that's...
I got beaten up. Okay. Seeing this. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to use my bonus action to use my same thing as before. I'll use my planar warrior on Raven, and I'm gonna go ham. Just go absolutely apeshit. I'm tired of being nice.
You've been nice. Was this you being nice?
No.
We're gonna die.
Alright.
There's ghosts.
So it's 18.
It's
Nat
that hits.
20. Okay. Alrighty. Unfortunately, the nat 20 doesn't have the planar warrior one because it is the first one that hits. Alrighty. Let's do it. So, Oathbow. Oathbow. Plus the 3d6 for Oathbow. Hunter's Mark. And planar warrior. That's 12, 19, 24, 34, 44 damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And then I go again. I'll roll 6, 3d5. And then Hunter's Mark is doubled as well because all the dice. So that's what, 18, 18, 20, 33, 49, 61, so 61 damage on the second one.
That's what I made it.
He is. How do you want to do this? He's down.
Hell yeah. I like to think that I'm on the ceiling like above him as he's in the ground before, and I'm just like peppering arrows down, and it's just one like through, like he looks up and it's just one like through the bard that finally gets him.
He just drops. You see, as he goes down in all of these arrows, like Boromir protecting the hobbits, you see him just collapse onto the floor. The king snaps out of whatever trance he's had him under, and there's a pendant around his neck, Raven's neck, that's like a little globe, and it glows purple for a second as he dies, and then it fades. It looks a little cloudy on the inside now.
Because Enelon's still taken over by the fear. Enelon has been screaming for most of this battle, and they finally calm down. But, are we done?
I don't know. I can't find the rod yet.
It's in the king's lap.
Oh, right.
Mithril comes running into the room.
Sorry.
Mithril comes running into the room like huffing, and he's like, "Did you get him?
I just point
Is he
down
dead?"
to the...
We pretty much killed everything, I think. Snapstring there was doing a wonderful job with the magic and Endlin on the ceiling there.
Did you crush his phylactery?
Oh yeah, he was a lich. Oops, I forgot about that little detail.
No, we haven't crushed his phylactery. I think stealing the rod will be insult enough. Not crushing his phylactery is like saying, "Hey pal, you don't even matter." Ha! He'll be sore when he wakes up.
Okay, well, I'm going to take it. And he just rips the necklace off of Raven's neck and shoves it in his pocket.
Well, enough about us. How was your cardio?
He just looks at you.
He's just like he's holding like a iced fucking chai latte.
It's
got whipped cream on it.
You see that he has sheathed both the dancing rapier and the Dawnbringer, and he's got his bow in his hand right now, and it's just crackling with lightning along the arrow.
Oh, I want that.
And he just kind of just loosens his pull on it and throws it back over his shoulders.
Yes, that's a good point, actually. I think as well, Crisden would take a moment to take a cloth from inside his coat and start cleaning off his sword.
He looks over around and he's like, "Alright, where's the rod? Is it oh." And he like walks over and grabs it, bare hands, and it seems to energy kind of seems to crackle off of it for a second. It's just green energy, like nature type energy almost. There's a little bit of orange fire type that goes around it. He grabs it. Yeah. Hashtag feyfuckery.
Feyfuckery.
He grabs it, and you hear the storm outside calm down a bit. And the weather seems to be cooperating for now.
Hooray! Okay, so we have the rod.
Well, now we just head back, don't we?
Let's let's get back to the ship and let's take this back to Oberon.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
I could use a nap.
I'm honestly absolutely knackered. I feel like if I tried to do anything, I'd have a serious disadvantage.
I give Crisden a good old hearty slap on the back and kill him. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 4 for you.
Oh, there was no need, but I appreciate it.
You look positively exhausted there, Mr. Hobgoblin.
Yeah. But do it on myself as well.
Since you're casting like the cure wounds and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Greater Restoration at level 8 on Kristen. Yeah.
Wait.
Well, I can't
Thank
cast it at level 8, but just in general to get rid of the exhaustion.
Why, thank you. I feel much better.
Snapstring will open their beak and you hear another slow clap. Interpret it as you wish.
Now, I'm very happy with my own sword. But if anyone would like to take the swords from that lich person or the other person, maybe we could sell them.
Yeah, I'm not really a sword person, but selling sounds good. I am a
Yeah.
gold person.
Coins clink together.
Yeah.
You find a couple of blades that are wreathed in shadow energy on the Shadow Archive's body,
Ooh,
and
Right.
find a staff of mithril, actually.
We didn't actually get to see him do much, did we, actually, thinking about it?
The Shadow
Yeah.
Archive.
Alas, poor man.
Yeah,
He
it's
could have
better this
had
way.
something special.
He didn't stand the
Mwah.
chance.
We'd see him a lot less if he'd failed that banishment.
Yeah. Bye.
Doses. Let us know how the Shadowfell is treating you, bruh.
Farewell. We could have had something so special. But alas, you had to be at least 2/3 evil.
If we find a monocle in his pockets.
I
Do we find a
searched his
monocle?
pockets for a monocle.
Yeah, do we find one? Do we
No,
find a
no,
fake
no.
mustache, a fake curly mustache?
No.
Oh.
What's the point?
He'll forever be 1/3 evil.
1/3 evil.
Feel a little bad about killing him now.
Yeah, what could have been? Alrighty. Let's get back to the ship, I suppose.
I don't suppose, Mifriel, whilst you were running your way in there, did you happen to notice if the watch or city guard had paid any attention to us?
Oh,
Oh yeah, we did kind of just...
No, they don't care about what I do here in the city. They see me and they know to look the other way.
Okay, well, when we're looking for like, is it just the ceiling? Is that a cabin? Oh no, when I look up at the ceiling where Snapstring had shattered it, do I see sunlight?
Yes.
Oh, do I see people looking into this hole that's appeared in the town?
No.
Okay, good.
No. You, Mithril looks at all of you. Let's just go back to the teleportation circle and go back to the ship, and we can I have some very nice, very, very nice whiskey in my quarters, and we can sit down and we can have a drink and a nice meal, and then we can go home and give this blasted thing back to Oberon.
Yes, that sounds fantastic. Let's do that. Head back to the ship.
Alright.
I must apologize to you, my companions. I did lose my temper a bit there during the fight. I'm not proud of it, but there you go.
I pat Kristen on the back and it's like, honestly, you put it to pretty good use. We forgive you, honestly. Well, I forgive you. I can't speak for Snapstring.
Snapstring, the noise that they make is a very exaggerated snore to indicate that it doesn't bother them.
Right. Thank you.
They do give a hanky for the blood on your face, though.
Also, thank you. That's very kind. Oh, I'm wiping away the human... Oh, damn it.
Oh no! Yeah, your own makeup is coming off. Nice. Love it.
Oh, incredible.
I love it more than anything.
You guys make your way back through the town, through the docks. Dirty and covered in just blood and grossness, and you make it back to the ship, and Varys and Galus look very concerned and start fussing over all of you who are injured and start trying to, like, patch you up. And Captain takes you
Varys,
below, and you
my
get
love.
so much. Come here.
Yeah, Snapstring just does that grumpy bird thing. It's just like...
I think Kirsten would probably try and stay near Snapstring rather than wanting not to endure their pleasantries.
Stalks back down to their Little
Ferris,
bedroom.
Ferris takes Endolin out to the front of the ship and does the whole Titanic thing.
Yay!
Nice.
We're in lunch.
It's
Mithril
everything I
quickly gives
want.
the order to show off, and you guys are on your way back.
Nice.
After it's a little faster going back now, because the weather's not causing the sea to be absolutely insane. Though you do remember that they said only a Fey royalty can hold that scepter and calm things down, so there might be something Mithrael's not telling you.
Royal boy.
But you guys make it back to the Summer Court docks in fairly quick time. You did see Bertha up close. It was quite scary, but Mithriel kind of just fired a cannon shot at its face, and it decided otherwise.
Did Varys flirt with her?
No.
Weird. It's the
Coward.
motion in the ocean, Varys.
You guys make it back to the Summer Court. Oberon is very much awake and not quite as drunk this time, or quite as pretending to be drunk. And he's like, "Oh, you're back! You're back! Welcome back! I see that you've got my rod."
I can't believe you lost it in the first place. It seems like that's something that should be attached to your person, but here you go.
He takes it, and you see standing next to him now is a blonde, fey male. He's got tattoos all over him, up his neck, down his arms, everywhere. He's just wearing an open white shirt right now.
Romancible.
Romancible?
Maybe. And he's got
Yes.
he's got a rapier on his side, and he just looks at Oberon. Oberon just looks at, "What, Robin? What?" Nothing. You just do you, Oberon. Just do you. And he's like, "Just give them their reward so that I can go about what I was going to do, please." And Oberon's just like huffs, just impatiently, and all right. And he just hands you all very heavy bags of gold.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I like.
And
That's just the ticket.
you may keep the items that the Night King provided for you as gifts from him as a thank you for returning the order back before problems got caused with the Day King. So,
Or, like, change my glamour armor into something celebratory.
you brought it back just in time for the changing of seasons, and you look out the window, and in the town square below you can see the festival beginning.
Yay! I'm gonna use my unbreakable majesty because I'm a College of Glamour bard.
Hell yeah.
I assume a majestic presence for 1 minute.
He is impressed.
Seeing my two companions change. I've got one coat, and I'm sticking with it. I like it.
I can provide you with something a little more nicer if you would like it.
No, I've got all my stuff in this coat. It'd take forever to change it all out of the pockets.
Oberon thinks you can see the thought of a flirt crossing his eyes, but he decides to be good. And Robin is silently going, "Thank the gods."
Straight over Kristen's head. No idea.
And that's where we'll call it.
We did it! We did the thing! We
Yay,
got
we
the goal!
did it! We're not dead!
We saved Christmas! Yay!
Yay!
That was awesome. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Ori. Well, here we are at the end. Let's go round. Let's talk about who we are, where we can find each other, all the wonderful things that we do online, and what your favorite part of today's session was. Why don't we start at the bottom of the screen with Avery?
That's me. Hello, my name's Avery. I go by MapBet online. I'm an artist and I cosplay sometimes. And yeah, I do that stuff. I'm working on Kickstarter stuff right now. It's a lot, but I'm chipping through it. Oh, favorite parts. I do. I'm gonna say something a little like usually this isn't a favorite part of mine, but I'm gonna say the combat purely because of all the ridiculous stuff we were all doing. Just watching like suddenly having all of these abilities and just seeing how much we can take them and just like how much stuff can we cram into one turn. That I love Skelly. I love Skelly a lot. I have a big love-hate relationship with that whole scene, even though I may have been one of the main instigators for it. But yeah, this was a very good session. I had a lot of fun.
I don't know. I thought that whole section was a little stiff. And with that beautiful, beautiful segue, TK!
My name is TK, and frankly, I don't know why I keep coming back. On my books. No, I write spooky stories on the internet. If you like spooky stories, you can read them at tkjwrites.com, or you can follow me on Twitter, TK Joins the Fray. I'm still in, I think I only do 3 streams a week now. But eventually I'll put my schedule back on my pinned tweet, or I won't because I'm lazy and a liar. Who knows? We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, thanks. Buy my books. My favorite part of this, I know this is like really self-centered, but like I've never played a Kenku before, and I have I'm not shy about the camera or anything. So I tend to dominate a lot of RP with like bullshit asides and like one-liners and stuff like that. And being a Kenku is very much the opposite of that, because you can't be witty or use a lot of turn of phrase or anything, because you're just thinking of ways to translate what you're actually trying to say. So I actually found myself not talking a lot, and it meant that the other people in the party could talk more and develop things and explore things more, and that was nice.
Yeah. Please feel free to add any links or anything you guys want to link in the stream chat. Before I hand over to Ori, my favorite part. Do you know? I think my favorite part might have to be the combat as well. I just thought it was, for high level combat, it was really well balanced and everything, because you clearly have like some experienced players here who have always wanted to have high level characters where they just can have the sweet release of and it was really well balanced for what we did, because you know it was good. It was awesome. I enjoyed it. Yeah, Ori.
Hi, I'm Ori. You can find me on my Twitter, _vampire. I do a lot of art stuff for different D&D things. I've done some things for DM's Guild. I do character commissions for people. I stream. I have a schedule now. Mondays and Wednesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time. I just play games or art. I'm doing The Witcher 3 right now. I'm calling it The Grand Adventure of Ori and Jerry, and we're being kleptos. And stealing everything and getting away with it because it's not Skyrim. But I also am running D&D games. We will be running a game in this universe at some point soon. So I'll be posting the links to that, or the dates for that, whenever we decide when we're going to start. But yeah, I don't really think I have much else. I have commissions open and my Patreon. I will post a link in there, and you get prints from my Patreon. So I still have extra prints from last month. So if anybody wants one, just hit me up.
Thank you. Well, yeah, please do pop all of the links in there. I'm not sure about the Reese's and Pieces I tried. Raid Cry, we can use that, I suppose. We can go with that. Please check out all of the links as my bot spams them in chat now. There are places you can support us, places you can find us online. You can go and check out our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing. I nearly said Mage in the Press. not incorrect, I suppose. Also, there's a bunch of websites where you can get 10 to 15% discount. We're going to go on a little raid now. Please stick around for after the little video plays, and then we'll be heading over somewhere else. Come on, let's have a bone pun for our raid cry. You cowards. Let's do it. Let's make a bone pun. We need one.
Welcome to the Bone Zone.
Not much of a pun, but also very valid.
I kind of want to ask TK. What was your least favorite one?
Yeah. Which one did you hate the most?
I refuse to play this game. My saving throw is too high for this.
We could also make the raid cry just, is this NPC romanceable?
Yeah, romancible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Romancible?
I do want to remind people that like things with like Bone Zone and stuff, you don't want to set off an auto mod.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I think romancible eye wiggle. That'll work. We'll do that. We can all go and ask iCasper if they're romancible. It'll be fine.
Yo, they hot though?
Yeah.
They hot?
Yo, they hot though?
Head over there. I want to see you all spamming iCasper just to see if they are romancible. They might answer. It'll be funny. We'll be back in about 12, 13 hours with completely normal. And that will start our week of D&D. Look forward to seeing you all then. Until then, keep on evoking emotions, and we will see you later on. Bye!
Bye!